If you want to learn how to make drill beats for Central C and Lil Baby just like this, in this video, I'll be breaking everything down for you, showing you how to make them from scratch and what VSTs and drums you should be using. Band for Band is trending #1 on YouTube right now, and it's a huge collab for the UK and the US.
We could go band for band.
Fuck that, we can go infinite.
But there's a couple things about drill beats that trend that not everyone thinks of. I've spent countless hours analyzing beats and hits, and I'll be sharing everything I've learned with you so that you can level up as a producer too. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're in FL Studio, but this technique should work in any DAW. First things first, as always, I like to set the BPM. For this one, we want to work around 140, and we want to use a mix of strings and pads to get that dark vibe. So I'm going to pull up Analog Lab. We'll go to my Aurora Analog Lab bank, and we'll just find some strings. In Band for Band, the key is actually B minor, but we're going to start off 3 down from that, and you'll see why soon. So I've just got it set to G sharp minor for now. We'll just draw out the root note, skip a note, skip another note in the scale. We'll pitch this one up an octave, and let's pitch the whole thing down. Copy this over, bring this one down because we're just trying to take advantage of these half steps or semitones. Same again here. That's how we're going to get that tens vibe. So even just that, already we're getting that drill vibe, so you can see where it's going. Control and B to copy it, add a couple more notes. Yeah, maybe there. Although it seems quite basic, we're just trying to get a really simple vibe, and then we're going to layer that with other sounds to make it interesting. So let's clone Analog Lab. This time we'll go to my Sonic Soup bank, which is part of my Planet Drill bundle. And I really like this ascending pad, so let's copy the MIDI, paste it in here. Just gives it some weight. Pull up Analog Lab one more time, and I just want to find something with a bit of a different texture. Go to the Sonic Soup bank again, and we'll pitch this one up an octave. Maybe this Scatterbrain preset. With that one, we could even add halftime, but we'll pitch it up an octave. Then we'll bring this smooth dial down. And it just kind of rises up at the end. Then we're going to go to my Aquarius Analog Lab bank, and you can see the trend here. And we're using the suspense preset. I just want this as one note carrying through, and we can just use the root note, which is G sharp. Could try 2. We'll try this one and up there. Just one note playing through. We'll make the pattern a bit longer as well. Could also use strings of winter because I really like this tremolo preset. And same vibe as this one here, but we're just going to layer it. Yeah, I think there. Turn it down a bit. I'm just going to wash that out with some reverb as well. Just push it further to the background. Let's get some lower notes with this pad as well. I think we need one more layer of strings for a counter melody, so I've pulled up Expand 2. I've got this big strings preset. Again, we want this one to be simple. Could even just follow the top notes of the chords. Yeah, then copy that. This is only going to be in one section. Alright, quick change of mind. So instead of that top layer of strings from Expand 2, I've swapped that out for this solo violin. I just think this will work better. Then I've just found this vocal in Atlantis, and I'm just adding 2 notes because these are phrases. So that first note needs to be stretched though. So to fix that, I just rendered it, and then I made this first part unique so that I could stretch it out, and then everything else would be in time. And then right at the end, I just took this part and then reversed it. Then with an EQ to clean it, EQ to filter it, a compressor, delay, pancake, and reverb, we get this sound. Sounds crazy. Alright, I think we've got everything we need for the melody now. So all I'm going to do from here is just split this pattern. We'll just copy that a couple times. We'll get rid of the violin here. We'll have one part without the vocals, but the violin in. And then I think we'll have one section, which is a bit simpler. Or maybe 2 simple ones. We'll start with that, and then bring these in. Now we're going to go to the master, click this here, and then Alt and R to render it. And this is just going to render everything together. Because now what we can do is set this to stretch and then just pitch it up by 300 cents, which is 3 semitones, and this will bring it back to B minor. Could even try reverse it. This part sounds crazy. Now what I want to do is just select chop, time base, and then we'll go bars. I think all I want to do is just bring this back and just have that repeat. Yeah, like that. Alright, cool. I think that should be it for the melody. And I know it seems like there's a lot going on, but the actual melody itself is really simple. And that's key with these type of beats. All I've done is taken that same MIDI, copied it a few times, and then just added a few different textures and vocals just to make it more interesting. So even though the melody is simple, it's not boring. Okay, let's just get a pattern for drums in. And this leads me on to my second tip, which is to use high quality drum samples. And I don't even care that I'm going to shamelessly plug my own kits right now, because if you watch my videos, you'll know that the majority of the beats I make have been made using sounds that I've designed, and I do a lot of processing on these sounds in the design stage so that I don't need to do much when I'm actually cooking up. So if I just give you an example, for this type of beat, we just want something quite thick for the main counter snare, something like this, and now we can just get a simple pattern in. So we don't even need to do anything to that sound. Once we've got that main pattern in, we could just start removing some and switching some things up. Copy that. We can also just check what note's playing. Because it's quite thick, it's going to have a tone to it. So this counter snare is actually playing on the note F. And in the B minor scale, we don't have the note F. It still sounds alright, but some people are going to pick that up. So we could just pitch it up one. Now we're there. So we're keeping everything simple just to give an artist room to breathe. If you listen to a lot of tracks that are actually in the charts or actually trending, you'll notice that a lot of them don't actually have complex drum patterns, because once you create all these complex drum patterns, it looks sick and it impresses other producers, but artists struggle to find their pocket that way. It's just like there's too much going on. You've got to remember that an artist's vocal is just another instrument in the track, so that really needs to mesh well with everything else. Let's grab a snare too. I like the sound of this one, but I want to layer it with something thicker. Maybe this one. Maybe this one instead. The 808, I think we could use what could be my all-time favorite, and this is the Rider 808. Just a sick, clean and dark sounding sub. Let's go to the envelope, bring everything down except for the hold. And again, with the pattern I'm about to make, I'm just trying to keep this one simple too. Just because it's a drill beat, it doesn't mean that you have to have loads of different slides going on. Or sometimes you don't need slides at all. We could have this one sliding down a bit. So I'm just getting the pattern down that I'm hearing in my head, and then I can figure out the notes. Yeah, let's add some kind of delay here. Bring that one down. I know I was saying you don't need to add a lot of slides, but I'm just going with what sounds right to me. Gonna get a lighter counter snare, and this is just gonna be a bit of a perk, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. Maybe roll this one up, but get rid of the roll the second time around. Best thing about these fills is I've tempo synced them all, so as soon as you drag them in, you don't have to stretch them or anything. They just match the BPM of your beat. Yeah, just sort of. And if you're wondering where I'm actually getting all these sounds from, these are all in my Planet Drill bundle, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link to it in the description. This one could work as well. And honestly, for the drums, that should be it. You don't even need to add anything more than that. You might not even need that second layer of counter snares or these fills, but I just like the way they sound here. But one other thing you could add if you wanted to is just some sort of perk hit or effect, like a stomp. But Band for Band doesn't really have one, so if you're trying to make something just like that, I'd probably leave it at this point. But these are the type of sounds I mean. I think just a couple like this. get some delay on there as well. We could set the time to 6, bring the cut down, the volume, ping pong mode, then increase the panning. Now for sounds, that's all I'm going to add, but my next tip is to make the arrangement dynamic. And what I mean by that is to have just a clear structure to your beat. So for example, the hook might have more energy than the verse. In the intro, you might not have any drums. In the bridge, you might have some sort of filter, and we'll see what works now. So let's split the drums. Band for Band actually starts with an 8-bar intro, then straight into the verse. So we could do something like that. I'm thinking we take this section because it's a bit more chilled. And then we'll take the counter snare as well. In Band for Band, I think there's a filter on just the counter snare, but for this one, we could just add it to the whole intro. And the preset I always use is simple triangle low pass, and then I just bring the resonance down a bit. Because this is going to add some movement to the filter, so you don't need to do it manually. We'll right click, create automation clip, right click here, select hold and bring that down. We'll add another point, and then we'll set this one to single curve and bring it up. We'll bring the fills in as well. Then for the drop, we'll add gross beat, go to repeater, we'll select repeat A, and then I'm only going to have this at the start. So it's just an interesting way to start the track. There we go. And this part just has a bit more energy, so I'm actually going to bring this back. Some energy is going to pick up here halfway through. Or we could even save that for a hook, and then we'll bring this part back. We'll copy the drums out because we just need one more section. Let's bring the vocal part in. We'll take the 8-way out maybe. And then in sections like this, which is going to be the bridge, I like to switch up the bass. But instead of adding a sub bass, I'm thinking we could just add something dark and orchestral. So let's pull up Expand 2. We'll go to strings. Yeah, maybe just something dark like this. See what I'm saying? We'll just repeat that one note. Then what I'm thinking for the hook is I'll have one simple part, because in Band for Band, the energy actually dips down, like you get that filtered effect in the counter snare again. And then I'm also going to gradually bring this filter up, just so it's smoother. You know what, we'll add that gross beat back in here, but a bit longer, just so we can get that repeating effect. It's going to be a little bit different to Band for Band because they don't have all of the drums in the hook, in the first one anyway. But I just want to pick up the energy here for the second half of the hook. So let's just bring all of this back in. At this point, let's just copy this over. Okay, let's have a listen from the beginning. So just an 8-bar intro with low filter on the master. Drop always sounds crazy. We've got different 8-ways. Count snare. This whole section is the verse. It's a bit different to my usual structure. And then we'd have the hook here. We can go band for band. We can go aim for aims. The track's actually kind of hard. This one came out crazy, man. And I'll say that in every video, but I feel like they do. So if you're feeling this one and you want to see more just like it, then just click up here.